1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Every place that he worked out, nothing but raves.
So, Kobe Bryant, the 18-year-old kid out of Lower Merion High School, picked 13 by the New Orleans Hornets. In Kobe's 20-year career, he was able to be named to 18 All-Stars, win 2 scoring titles, win 5 NBA titles, be on 12 All-Defensive team, made the All-NBA team 15 times, win the MVP, win 2 Finals MVPs, and of course, win the Oscar in 2018. I say all that to ask, what season was Kobe best in his 20-year career? So I'm going to list his 3 best seasons in my opinion. And at the end of the video, I'm going to say which one is the best season. Starting with the season I got third. Kobe's third best season was his 06-07 year. In that year, Kobe Bryant averaged 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, while also leading the Lakers to a 42-40 record. He was able to will this team to the playoffs and be able to get a win off the Suns. A Suns that consists of Amar'e Stoudemire and Steve Nash. But let's go into a little more detail about this season. So, in March of the 06-07 season, Kobe was able to average 40 points, 60 rebounds, and 4 assists on 45, 37, 86 shooting splits. His second best month of that season was in April, where he averaged 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 46, 21, 88 shooting splits. He also had December where he averaged 35 and 5 on 46, 36, 86 shooting splits. Going back to March, Kobe had a game of 60 points. That game coming against the Memphis Grizzlies. That night, Kobe had 65 and 4. And then on the very next night, he had 50 against the Hornets. He had a stat line of 50 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then 2 days later against the Warriors, he had 43 points, 9 rebounds, and 0 assists. And to end the month off against the Rockets, he was able to drop 53 points, with the stat line being 53 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the month of March, Kobe went off and was able to carry the Lakers to hard-fought wins. Now, let's talk about his best games in April. In April, Kobe had a game against the Seattle Supersonics. He had 46 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists to go along with 3 steals. A couple of nights later against the Suns, he had a game where he had 34 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. And on April 12th against the Clippers, Kobe had a game where he had 50 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. In that game, Kobe shot 51%. And in another game against the Seattle Supersonics, Kobe was able to drop 50 points, have 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And to end the month of April off, he had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists against the Kings. So now let's talk about Kobe's December. In December, Kobe averaged 30 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He then in that month had a game where he had 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Later on that month against the Mavericks, he had a game where he had 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then in his next game, which was against the Rockets, he had 53 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. And then after that game against the Wizards, he had 45 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. And to cap the year off, he finished third in MVP voting that year, losing to Dirk. So which puts this season as third on the list. So now let's move on to number 2 on the list, which is the season before, the 2005 to 2006 season. And that season, Kobe averaged 35 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds, while leading the Lakers to a 45 and 37 record, but sadly falling short in the first round, losing in 7 to the Phoenix Suns, again led by Steve Nash and Amar'e Stoudemire. But let's go into more depth about Kobe 2005 to 2006 season. Kobe's best month in the 05-06 season was in April, where he averaged 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kobe was just spectacular that month. Starting that month off against the Rockets, he had 43 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And then the next game of that month against the Nuggets, he had 43 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then on the next night against the Suns, he had 51 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then fast forward a little bit to April 14 against the Blazers, Kobe had 50 points, with the stat line of that game being 50 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then to end the month off against the Hornets, he had 35 points. So now let's move on to the second best month of that year. In January, Kobe was able to average 43 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And in this month, he had a legendary game, the game where he went for 81 points against the Raptors. In that game, Kobe had 81 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with that, I will show a clip from that game. Amazing, isn't it? But let's move on to the next game. His second best game that month was against the Kings, where he had 51 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. His third best game that month was against the Clippers, where he had 50 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. He also had a game against the Pacers, where he had 45 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then there's the game against the Blazers, where he had 41 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then there's the Pistons, where he had 39 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists against them. And to end the month of January off, he played the Knicks, where he had 40 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Absolute dominance during the month of January. Now let's move on to his next best month. His next best month is in March. In March, he averaged 34 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. His best game was against the Celtics, where he had 43 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. Earlier that month against Spurs, he had 43 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then against the Hornets, he had 40 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals. And to end the month off against the Supersonics, he had 43 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with that, I put this Kobe season at second. But before I get to number 1, I'm going to do an honorable mention. The honorable mention being his 2008 year, the year Kobe won MVP. That year, Kobe averaged 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, while also leading the Lakers to an NBA Finals. But now let's move on to his best year. His best year, in my opinion, is his 2003 year. In Kobe's 2003 year, he averaged 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. His best month that year was in February, where he had 40 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. His best game that month was against the Rockets, where he had 52 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And earlier that month against the Nets, he had 46 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. But I'm not going to go month by month on this year. I'm just going to talk about all the amazing things he did that season. In that month, Kobe came third in MVP voting, 8th in DPOY voting, made first team All-NBA, made first team All-Defense, averaged 37 and 6, was second in points per game, had the most total points in the league, had 5th most steals per game, 3rd most total steals, 9 straight 40-point games, and 3 50-point games, to go along with 12 threes in one game. Now, I know this list may not be the best list, but it's just my opinion. And with that being said, I'm out.